Good evening. Coming up, we'll have your local stories, sports, and weather here on the 18 WJTS News. This is the 18 WJTS News. I'm Charlotte Olson. Jasper firefighters were summoned to a reported fire at the DuBois County Courthouse early this morning that could have been worse than what it turned out to be. Just after 2:30 a.m., the department responded to the possible blaze that was said to have been centered in a mechanical room for the building's elevators. Jasper Fire Chief Kenny Hoaxang says overheated hydraulic oil had filled the mechanical room with smoke. He says thermal imaging indicated a hydraulic line was running into a basin of hydraulic oil and that the oil was at least 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Hoaxang says a mechanical failure in the motor caused the oil to overheat and that things could have turned out a lot worse than they actually did. Fire crews had to air out the building with the use of fans, and 14 firefighters accompanied 2 trucks to the scene for about an hour. Officers with the Jasper Police Department, as well as Memorial Hospital Emergency Medical Services and the DuBois County Sheriff's Department, all provided assistance at the scene. Conservation officers with the Indiana Department of Natural Resources have now taken part in the investigation of a man found dead near a body of water north of Jasper early Wednesday evening. Officers who are conducting the investigation into the death of 43-year-old Kenneth Gawker of Plainfield said that the cause of his death may have possibly been the result of drowning. An autopsy was conducted Thursday morning at the Becker-Kleesner Funeral Home in Jasper, and conservation officers say that foul play is not believed to have been taken apart in the death of Gawker. They say that their investigation is ongoing. First responders with the Hayesville-Fallen-Deer Fire Department, Memorial Hospital Emergency Medical Services, the DuBois County Coroner's Office, and Becker-Kleesner Funeral Home all assisted at the scene. Currently, over 600 people a day are part of the walk-in traffic. Are part of the walk-in that builds up the Jasper Library and gains from patrons using the facility. This was among the topics discussed at Thursday afternoon's meeting at the Jasper Library Annex. Previously, the library board made it publicly known that they wanted to have conversations with community members in regards to setting a 10, 15, or even a 19-year interest expense for taxpayers, and in their findings, they observed similar questions from people regarding the impact and necessity of a new facility for the Jasper Library. Yesterday, board member Mark Kunkel told fellow members that he was approached and was asked by the city as to why a bigger library might be needed. Library Director Kristen Golden pointed out that the door count on people who enter the Jasper Library in 2015 was estimated at about 264,000 people and will increase with the summer activities this year. She also pointed out that it's impressive how much activity comes from a modest-sized library at 10,000 square feet, and can only imagine what additional activities can become possible with the envisioned library component for the Jasper Cultural Center. Now, before the board decided on any decisions in regards to this year's interest bond selection, the board noted that the City of Jasper will be taking the lead of negotiation regarding services with City Property Group. The board narrowed down their decision on a 10 or 15-year interest expense. Board member Pamela Catt shared that people want the least amount of a tax impact. The board motioned to put a 15-year interest expense, and all board members approved the move. While legal agreements and tax logistics are essential to determine as the library gears into preparation for required steps for the referendum, other areas such as fundraising, placing the initiative on the voting ballot, and also informing the public on why they should vote are key concentration as well. Golden informed the board and public that she recently learned that the library directors and board members of Libraries of Indiana are allowed to talk and promote a project from the library standpoint and even encourage people to vote yes on their ballot. Golden spoke with John Kristaka, the executive director of Every Library non-for-profit organization, who gave a presentation in Jasper back in February. The presentation was about getting people to participate and share, and now she shares her perspective on being able to approach voters.
You know, he was pleasantly surprised by this conversation too, John with everlibrary.org, because Indiana is unique. We've got the opportunity that the board members and myself can go out and really promote the project. We can, because who better to do it? We're probably the most passionate people about it, because we're here every month, every day talking about this during meetings. So it's really going to be great for us to go out and talk to groups and not only just giving them the information, but be passionate about it and tell them, why this library is so important and what we're going to be able to do in the future with a yes vote.
Golden also indicated that they are anticipating legal counsel and bond counsel descriptions, and about the time their June meeting rolls around, they will have a preliminary determination hearing, which will indicate whether or not the library issue will be on the fall voting ballot. With the aim to reach their minimum wage goal of $1 billion in annual sales by fiscal year 2018, Kimball Electronics is setting tools in place in all areas of the company, including a key component of providing viable support to their global human resource managers. Most recently, some human resource managers from around the world arrived in Jasper on Monday, April the 4th, learning, collaborating, and exploring the Jasper area. During their stay in the community, the global HR team had a full agenda to guide them through their training, but also experience the essence of the Jasper community.
Most recently, some human resource managers from around the world arrived in Jasper on Monday, April 4th, learning, collaborating, and exploring Jasper up until this Thursday. All Kimball Electronics global facilities sent 1 or 2 representatives coming from Reynosa, Mexico, Poznan, Poland, Liangshabang, Thailand, Nanjing, China, Timisoara, Romania, and here from the States, the Tampa, Florida facility, all of which were welcomed by the host facility, the Kimball Electronics Jasper headquarters. During their stay in Jasper, the global HR team had a full agenda to guide them through their training, but also to experience the essence of Jasper. The training was carried out by software vendor Workday Incorporated and human resources consulting firm Mercer. Also alongside the HR team, Kimball Electronics Vice President of Human Resources, Julie Duchess, was actively participating in the sessions. Also, the Director of HR and Employee Services, Denise Harding, was responsible for setting up the meeting agenda that was utilized throughout the 2 weeks, and she elaborates on working with the global HR leaders at the Jasper headquarters.
So first of all, this is a very exciting project for us because we've never had a global system where we have all of our operations together in one system before, so it's very much a learning experience for us to get to work together and to figure out what we need to do to have this big system that we want for our future.
Harding continues by explaining that the project at hand deals with having the HR team of global and local leaders learn about how to utilize the Human Resources Information System. According to Kimball Electronics representatives, this new system project is important as it's being improved with cloud-based technology to enhance overall employee experience. Also, simultaneously, towards the end of each day in training, the global HR leaders were able to enjoy their travels to Jasper, as Organizational Development Manager Jessica DeLorenzo was in charge of setting up the after-work activities to demonstrate the Jasper hospitality and local trademarks.
Yes, we visited different places. We went to the church last day, so we were visiting at the monastery too, very close from Jasper. It was a very nice place, so really we enjoy it. Our people really love that places. You know, we are a kind of HR global team from different parts of the world. So,
as the HR managers got to experience Jasper, they expressed their admiration of the city. They also talked about understanding the goal of the training so that as HR managers they can take what they learned about the new system and reiterate it in a comprehensive format to train employees to sufficiently utilize the system in each global Kimball Electronics facility. Romania is the newest added facility, added in 2015, and their HR manager, Mirella Cretu, states her point of view on the useful techniques and collaborations with her colleagues.
So it's a very exciting experience for me to be here in Jasper, to know the locals from here and to have interaction with my colleagues. It's a good opportunity to exchange experiences and best practices and align some processes for our companies.
Local and global HR leaders from Kimball Electronics are in constant communication through conference calls each month in various time zones. When they get the chance to work together in person, each year the host facility rotates so that it allows everyone to visit other facilities and learn from each other. Denise Harding also recognized and expressed gratitude for the time investment everyone from all the facilities made by being present in Jasper to move the project forward.
The Dale Fall Festival Committee is looking for new and exciting fun theme for the 49th Annual Dale Fall Festival, which will be held September the 8th through September the 10th. This year is a big year for Indiana as it is the state's bicentennial and the bicentennial of the Lincoln family's move to Spencer County and the 100th anniversary of Lincoln State Park. The Fall Fest Committee would like the theme ideas to incorporate one of these events. Make sure to keep it right here because up next we'll take a look at your weather summary.